Casey's Audio Vault.
Sweller.
October 5th, 2010. In studio with us today is Sweller. Maybe a quick introduction. Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Stephen Arndt, and I'm the drummer of the band.
My name is Rob Walker. I am the lead vocalist and lead guitar player of the band.
I'm Roger Rempel. I play bass and do backing vocals in the band.
So a power trio.
Indeed.
Powerful, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you've been chosen for October's Band of the Month. We've kind of teamed up with supernova.com. So you were the top 10 favorited. So people had voted for you to get in the top 10. And then we thought you were good enough to play on Power.
Wow.
Well, got to thank the listeners. It's good to be here.
Well, people can always check it out. And we're kind of keeping this thing going all through the year so we can find ourselves the River City Rocks class of 2011 for next year. So all the links, power97.com. How did Sweller get going?
We've all played in bands over the years for quite a long time in Winnipeg. A lot of original bands mostly, and played places like the Pyramid, the Albert, the Rendezvous. You remember that place?
Yep.
All those great rooms. And over the years, we played in different projects, and then we started Sweller really accidentally by getting together and doing a music showcase in the States at the First Avenue. It was a Manitoba music showcase. And we were sort of shoehorned in at the last minute, and we put a band together. And that lineup played there. And then we came back. We had so much fun. We just kept doing it. And the lineups, it's a trio now. Before we had more guys. But we've been doing that since, and writing original music and self-recording and producing our own records.
So the diehards remain.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The core is here.
Just getting better.
And you, like you're saying, you're working on an album. When can we see it out?
It's probably 2 weeks away.
Okay.
We just have to do some enhanced CD stuff. The actual mastering's already done. And we just want to do some little trickery with having some posters, because Roger does a bunch of the, that element of the production. And we've got a bunch of really great posters and some sort of calendar kind of stuff. And just kind of to put in the CD to make it a little more, Swellerized, we'd call it.
Absolutely. So by the end of October.
Actually,
the
2
target,
weeks.
yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks.
It's all the music's all in the can. Everything's ready to go. We're just now finalizing the packaging, and then we'll send it to press. So.
And do you guys do a lot of this yourself? Like you said, you kind of got your hand in the graphic design. As you do a little bit of the production as well?
Yeah, I think it works out the way, the way we work out things is that everybody in the band does a certain thing.
I tend to bring down the ideas for the upstart of the music, but we certainly add in our own bits here and there. And then we jam on them quite a bit, and we start laying them down at Steve's place.
Mm-hmm. So you got the place.
He's got
the idea.
He's the boy wonder, and he's got the internet connection as far as the getting the style of the band and the the image, which is always whatever you convey out. Roger has that element of the band.
There's a lot of debate as to who's the heart and who's the soul of the band and all that, but we go back and forth on that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it all distills down to the fact that we all do it ourselves. It's pretty much, it's organic. It's, if we don't do it, it's not done. So it's all the three of us, and we're pretty proud of what we end up with at the end of the process. So,
and these are all things that you picked up along the way. I'm thinking spare time, you're like, okay, let's learn this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We all come from pretty diverse backgrounds. Like, I'm an environmental engineer. Steve works in the music business. Rob's in investment business, in financial business. And none of the stuff that you have to bring to the table for promoting a band or just packaging up a CD has a lot to do with what we do in our day jobs. So this is what we love to do.
Now, if anyone wanted to check out the music online, of course, power97.com and the supernova.com, but what's a MySpace site, I'm assuming?
We've got a MySpace site. We're also on Facebook. If you just do a Google or search in MySpace or in Facebook for Sweller, you'll get our pages there. And we've got a Sweller Labs blog. I think it's swellerlabs.blogspot.com. That's coming up because one of the things we focused on over the last year is obviously writing and recording this music, and now that that's done and we've got a CD that we're pretty happy with, the emphasis now will be to get ourselves out in live rooms a lot more often, because we've played very selectively over the last 4 or 5 years or so, just inserting ourselves into a gig where we felt like it and not really working on the promotion side very much, focusing mostly on the music. now we've got all the stuff we need, and we've got a good several sets of music, all original stuff, and we just got to go out and play, get to people.
Very nice. Well, now that there's going to be a CD that people can have in their hands, hopefully through October, when we're featuring your music on Thursday night, we can get you at top of mind. Now, there's a couple tunes that we want to feature during October. Queen Gun. Anything you can tell us about that tune?
Well, that one is sort of our Paradise by the Dashboard Light tribute. So, I mean, the lyrics, you can interpret what you want from them. They mean something to me, and they mean something to everybody else that listens to it. I think the music is extremely strong, and it was sort of a passion of by the dashboard light, so to speak.
All right.
And I think for me, being a drummer, it's kind of an obvious Keith Moon goes drinking with Gene Krupa kind of style drums. So it was quite fun to play.
It's a big song. Like, it's a fun song. We're looking forward to playing that in front of a room full of people on a big, loud stage. We think it'll go over pretty well.
How about the Fools and Followers?
That one, too.
That one too is it's a little more subdued than Queen Gun, but lyrically it just stems from people that stand by and let government sort of do what they need to do and sit by and bitch and complain about it. So we're all fools and followers following someone else's lead, and we like to sit back and bitch and complain about it. So it's sort of my angst towards, I guess, myself and people out there to say, look, if you want to get involved and have an opinion, then get involved.
Go out and vote in the civic election.
That's right.
All right, music with a message.
Yes.
Well, we were sort of talking off air about the next possible Sweller show. Thinking about working into the Supernova showcase coming at the end of the month. We'll see if we can find a date for that later on. Any other things, shows on the horizon?
We've played gigs opportunistically with different acts. We did one last year very quickly with the Chocolate Bunnies from Hell. One of the plays. We've also played some of the more original music rooms, the Bella and J Foxes and stuff like that. Orbit Room, places like that. So when we find a gig, we're happy to go and play. We easily mobilize. It's not like we have a couple of semi trucks to roll in there and set up. So it's easy and. We'll just grab it. We're looking to play with anyone we can, just because we got a record ready and we're eager to get on stage again.
Well, if you got a last minute one, just let us know and we'll get it on to the little feature for Thursday night.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you.
Well, the guys from Sweller, thank you for coming down. Congratulations on being October's Band of the Month.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.